Radio, I'm going to ask you the second question now. The second question is about how do you know that you are growing in your faith, growing in knowing more about Jesus? Who's going to start us off?
When we start learning about new things that we didn't know before.
Yeah. Can you give me an example of something you didn't know before?
Like when we start learning like about the sacraments that we didn't know before, like anointing of the sick.
Right. Anything else?
When I was little and Jesus died on the cross, I thought he was just this man who got crucified, and I didn't know what he meant. But now I actually know what it means and what he did for our lives.
Awesome reflection. Anything else?
When we reflect in our RE, we the list goes on and on and on. Whereas when we were 5, it would be a pretty short list because we didn't know much.
Can you give me an example of something that you reflect on?
People in the early church to remember them.
Mm. Anything else you know about the church today that you didn't know before? What's happening in the church? What is the church teaching you?
The sacraments.
Yep. What about the sacraments?
The church teaches us to take the sacraments and be like Jesus.
Yep. And are you following through with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel that you know more now than before?
Yes, definitely.
How do you think you know more? What's the difference?
I know more than when I was 5, and I know what the sacraments actually mean to people and me.
Yep. Anything else?
The church today teaches us about Jesus' past and our past. It mostly teaches us about the past instead of the present now.
Mm-hmm. So how do you adapt the present? Because you are here in the present. So how does the past help you to grow?
The past helps us because it teaches us what other people do, and we can use what they did to help us.
Yeah. Do you think that they are good examples?
Yeah.
Can you give me an example of a good role model?
Like the saints, and how it teaches us to be like them so we can become saints as well.
Awesome. Anything else? How about knowing more about Holy Week? What can you tell me? Yep.
We understand the roles more in Holy Week and what really happened.
Yep. Thank you. Anything else? Last one.
In Holy Week, we learn the different stages, and when we get older, we start to learn all the stages, so we get more information about what actually happened.
Thank you. How about when you hear Mrs. Kippen reading the stories every Monday? Are you growing or not growing?
Growing.
How do you know you're growing?
Because you start to understand the Bible and know how much good information there is in the Bible about Jesus' life and the journey of God.
Awesome. Thank you. So we're going to do the next question.